All right. Hello and welcome. My name is Jason Welsh, and I have finally got the beginner level class done for electroforming. So, I have put a lot of time and effort into this class. I wanted to organize it in a very high fashion, and it's been a challenge. There's no doubt about it because the amount of information that you need to compile for this hobby is pretty deep. So, and you have to keep it in a fashion that, let's say a person that is into glass blowing, they're interested in learning what electroforming is. I have to keep it like at that level for this class. So I'll go over a little bit of what's in the course over on the left hand side so you know what you're buying. Basically, I have a whole chapter on purchasing equipment along with links, but this time I also have a video that supports all the purchasing so that if any of the links ever go bad, um, I always have the actual talking about what those products are versus, where you can get them locally versus where you should get them on the internet and how to choose. Okay, so this chapter is all about that, how to find the copper that you need. A lot of times I see people using just scrap copper laying around, so there is a specific copper that you need in order to use in this workflow. Setting up a lab at home and doing it safely so that your kids and your pets and everything else are safe, along with personal protection gear that you should be using.
Alright, so let's talk about safety protection wear.
I talk about, like there's a million different masks. Which one do you use? And what are the things that you have to look out for the most in this hobby? Power, this has to do with setting up your power supply. Many times I've seen and helped out those people that are just starting out. They buy those power supplies from China and they go bad. So I show you how to hook up one that's very stable. Um, I have a model that I thoroughly abuse and I am very, very fond of it. So I've been using it for 2 years, um, and I show you how to hook one up and how easy it is to use. Mixing your electroforming solution. Okay, this is a brand new one. This is not the one on YouTube. This has a lot more structure to it. It's very easy. It's straightforward. Um, I did put mixing texture paint, even though I have covered this topic a billion times um, on YouTube, but here it's just cleaner. How to reuse and recycle all of your stuff, along with how to research what you can do in your area to look at, what is waste with this hobby. Then we go into electroforming an object, setting up a tank. I show you how to do studies. Maintenance. So if any of the studies go bad, here's what you can do. And here's my island analogy. I use this a lot with students in the fact that chemistry can be thought of a little bit differently. So that's my island analogy, along with how to filter. So this is filtering, carbon filtering, dumming, and the four things you always have to check: either acid, chloride, copper, and brightener. And what are the signs? And I give you some examples of those signs. So if you ever watched any of my YouTube videos, just know YouTube is a great platform. Those will always be free. They were released out of excitement. There's no doubt about it. And the difference between excitement and experience is organization. So I might release something because I'm excited, and then find out, like 2 years later that, oh yeah, you know what? I should have talked about chloride a long time ago. Okay, so that's the difference. This is just a very, very organized setup here. All right, cool. So that's all that's in the course. And what's beautiful about this thing I'm using, it's called Thinkific. It allows me to trickle in or drip new content into courses. If I think of something that might be useful, I can put it and reorganize it back into the beginner level or the mid or the advanced. That's amazing. I've never had anything like that. So it allows me to give notes, display content, videos, and everything else. The last bit of information I want to leave is this course is in English. Spoken English. Sometimes broken English, but that's okay. That's just how I roll. Um, just know that uh, there is very little content here for people that can't speak English. So I'm sorry about that. I'm a video person. I write, but I don't write well. And I find that I can channel a lot faster when I do videos. Okay? So if you're looking for a class and you need the translation, that's going to be a difficult thing. I'm just going to put it out there for you so you know ahead of time what's expected. All right, cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed the course, and thank you for listening to this introduction.